Happy spring equinox, everyone. Today is March 20th, 2026, the first day of spring, the first day of the astrological new year in Aries. This feels like the stars have aligned for me personally to start recording this video. Also, the planet of Mercury has been retrograde since February 26th. It is finally going direct. Mercury is the planet of communication, creative expression, and so I feel like I am finally ready to share my voice. My name is Alessandra, and I am on the pursuit to learn astrology. I don't claim to be an expert, okay? But I figured I could take you along with me on my journey as I learn astrology, share what I learn as I go, because I feel like when you can start to teach information, that's how you know you've really absorbed it. So I'd love if you would follow me along on this journey. If you have questions along the way, or if you want to share what you already know to just add some insight to what I'm learning, I would really appreciate it. So I feel like the best place for me to begin today is with my sun, moon, and rising sign, the big three as we call it in astrology. Woo! Sorry, I'm like, not nervous, but excited. I'm excited. So I definitely am feeling that. My sun is in Pisces, my moon is in Pisces, and I am a Libra rising. I feel like astrology has been waiting for me quietly in the background to claim it. And this is the year that I am doing that. I always knew I was a Pisces. I'm very sensitive. I'm super emotional. I feel everything. So that always really resonated with me. But it really wasn't until my first natal chart reading and I learned that I have a fully stacked fifth house, which I will get into. And then I kind of started digging deeper, like I didn't even know what a fully stacked fifth house meant. And in this series, I guess you'll call it, I plan on going through what I learn as I learn it. Which means I will talk about all of the zodiacs, all of the planets, all of the houses. I'd love to get to a point where I can kind of understand how the planets are affecting each house or, whatever. I guess I just wanted to share briefly about what it has been like having a Saturn transit for the past 3 years. So in March of 2023, Saturn entered my fifth house, which is where my sun, moon, Venus, and North Node all live. Basically, it is who I am, how I express, how I feel things, and what I am meant to do and discover and really live out my life through creative expression, using my creativity and having fun while I'm doing it. So that is truly my destiny on this planet, which is so crazy. Also coming from a Virgo South Node, which I feel like I have heavily embodied, being a teacher and just all of that rigidity. No, I don't even know if it's rigidity, but anyway, Saturn entered my fifth house in 2023, and it has been there for the past 3 years and will finally be leaving this July of 2026, about midway. And the best way that I can describe this has felt like a crucible. Crucible is a container that metal workers use to melt metals at extreme heat under extreme pressure. And I have been feeling the weight of Saturn. Saturn is the planet of structure, discipline. I heard another astrologer describe him as a wise old man who moves slowly. And Saturn comes in to refine. And in the 5th house, Saturn asks, are you creating from your authentic soul, or are you creating from fear? Who are you actually? I just turned 37 on March 7th. And I want to say from 36 to 37 was the most trying year of my life, but at the same time really has, like, I feel like my most self ever, despite how hard it's been, which is why I really feel like it has been that metaphor of the crucible, because it has been so intense, so much pressure, such extreme, like, I don't know, I guess I really experienced an ego death. I feel like I've come home to myself. At the beginning of 36, I realized I was outsourcing my joy, I was outsourcing my safety. I really had to come back home into myself and build that foundation where I am my home. I don't rely on anyone else for that. I mean, of course, as humans, we're social beings and we need one another. We need connection. But when you are getting that from other people and then, you know, they can't, it just really teaches you how to, it has really taught me how to accompany myself, if that makes sense. I've also done a lot of inner child work at this time, thanks to TBM, To Be Magnetic, the expanded podcast. They are incredible and have really like helped on this journey. But I want this channel to be a place where I'm discovering more about my chart. I figured the best way is to deep dive into my chart and really learn all of the signs. So yeah, that's the plan. My goal is to be able to give natal chart readings. I'm a storyteller and I really care about how we create safety in the bottom, how we create safety in the body and the nervous system, which is all about our moon signs. So follow along with me and I can't wait to have you along the ride. Happy New Year, everyone.